Learn how to capture attention. My job is to wake people up. To talk to you guys about this big scandal going on right now on the Facebook world and on the internet world that is actually gone quite viral when it comes to talking about this data breach. And for those of you guys that are familiar with what happened, I'm going to try to clarify it. For those of you guys that have no idea what I'm talking about, I'll explain. There is this British firm that is called Cambridge Analytica that ever since 2014 was doing some kind of like system in which their job, the Cambridge is a job, this organization's task is to gather customer information, data mining, accumulate information for political purposes. So actually candidates and political parties can use that data for better targeting and for their elections. That's what they want to do. They want to gather data in order for them to be able to provide the right content, the right message to the right people, and win elections. So this organization apparently since 2014 was doing something on Facebook which was a little bit gray hat, or let's say black hat, actually not even gray hat, that they were actually accumulating, they were using surveys and being done strategically to capture that information and not letting users know what was the purpose of that user information, that they were going to use it for targeting them for political connections somehow. So it's a data breach. Why? Because it's using the user's information in a method that is against the terms of policy of Facebook. So what does Cambridge Analytica win with this? Well, they can actually sell more. They can charge more for their services because they have more data. This is the way it works around with everything, right? If you have a lot of data, if you have a lot of information, if you have all this knowledge about your ideal audience and etc., you can accomplish better results. So that's what they're trying to do. Now they did it in a black hat way because they were pulling the information in, not letting the users know what was the actual intention of doing this. That they discovered the issue, they didn't make it public, they didn't let the users know that their data had been compromised, and they didn't follow through with the handling to make sure that the data was not being properly used. Let's fast forward now. Let's talk about what's going on right now. There's been this whole campaign going on about deleting Facebook application. They're trying to make that go viral, like it's a revolt against Facebook, which is it happens. There's revolts with evolution. We are going through an era that has a lot of changes on it. It makes sense that Facebook has had some issues with it. Just today they rolled out some security updates. Each and every one of us can actually go in there on their settings and update their preferences, and you can select what you allow other advertisers to see or what you don't allow them to see. You can select to delete posts and publications that have been shared by you. You can disconnect things that you like, you don't like. You can do all of that stuff right now in the Facebook advertising world in your own Facebook profile. So you're being given control to actually let Facebook know exactly what you are willing to have them use for advertisers. Now don't get me wrong, let's not confuse this for a second. Facebook has been all into accumulating user data for many years. That's why they are one of the top 5 biggest market cap companies in the planet, because they have a lot of data. And that data is a gold mine for advertisers like myself. We use that data to get better results and to help people. Now, this is a viewpoint that I want you guys to have also. That data that Facebook gathers about each and every one of us is something that allows them to actually put messages in front of us that we are interested in. It would be really annoying if I was targeted all the time by toys or games or fashion or other things that I'm not into. I like it when I'm targeted by marketers similar to me, or I like it when I'm targeted by people that are interested in expansion and accomplishing more and motivational guys and all kinds of things, because that's something that makes a lot more sense for me. So I'm very interested in being targeted correctly. So let me tell you where this puts Facebook. What is the danger for you? I'm gonna say that pretty much close to zero. it doesn't really make a difference. And on the worst case scenario, doomsday hits. Imagine this. Okay, so doomsday, right? Like it's the end of the world and Facebook collapses and they somehow manage, which is not going to happen ever, to get 50% of all Facebook accounts deleted with this campaign. Do you know that they are still the dominating social media platform if that happens? What does that mean? That if they suddenly out of nowhere get half of their crowd, their profiles to disappear, they still have more users than any other platform out there. That means that they're going to have about 1.1 billion active users on the platform, plus Messenger, plus WhatsApp, plus Instagram, etc. I think that panics are great moments of opportunity that if you jump in, you can actually maximize your results. So right now, I'm more excited about actually getting more things done and seeing more results. I'm not one of the actual doubters of what he's accomplished. Yes, the platform is not perfect. Yes, they've had some security breaches. They have data that they gathered along the years that you're given access to, and now they might be using some of that incorrectly. And some like sneaky companies, like a dirty, scammy political firm like the Cambridge Analytica, it's probably one of those. So if you think about that, you know that they're still in evolution. I mean, other companies, Procter & Gamble, these guys have been around for hundreds of years. Facebook is still a baby. And not only that, they're exposed to the technology world and the internet world. And also, there's companies all over the place trying to find like weaknesses on it so they can take advantage of their data.